Startup Junkie is a very special one. There are so many nonprofits out there, as well as religious organizations, really struggling right now, especially during this pandemic and having to social distance from the people that actually help them run their organizations. Now, today's process, that is the 6 steps of the digital donation process, goes beyond just posting a donation button on all of your social channels. It actually gives you a systematic way to raise funds for your nonprofit or your religious organization to help fund the things that are most important to you, such as feeding the homeless, providing room and shelter for battered women. And I am very happy to share this process with you. Now, this process is something that I've created myself, and I've actually taught it on the collegiate level. It has been proven to work. It's not only based on technology, but it's based in solid marketing principles, which I have 25 plus years of experience in. So, backed by popular demand and per your request, here is the 6 steps to the digital donation process. Enjoy. The digital donation process is a step-by-step process. First, you have to figure out what your audience is. Okay, once you figured out, which is step 1, who you're targeting and what you're offering them. Like, say if you are you're a nonprofit that builds homes for the homeless, or you're collecting food and donations for the homeless, then you need to know how to leverage, say, Facebook advertising to actually, or Instagram advertising to actually target organizations that support those causes, or target affluent individuals who may have the discretionary income to actually give the money in order for you to actually further your cause. Now, the second thing is step 2 is you need to determine the channels. Now, you need to determine which channels you're going to use in order to, say, promote what it is you're trying to do. Clearly, we're on Facebook, so we're talking about Facebook, right? We're talking about Facebook, we're talking about Instagram, one and the same company, just different social platforms. But this can actually work on YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn. This can actually work. Now, the other thing is, I believe in basically capturing what is called leads and information, and being able to not only solicit organizations, affluent individuals, or even small donations from people, say, watching my live only one time. I believe in doing it multiple times, but doing it in a way that's automated, because the last thing you really want to do is to sit down and just constantly all day send emails and make calls. You want to be able to do this via some type of what we call marketing automation. So step 3 is to, once you created your marketing campaign, determine the software that you can use for free or low cost, which includes like email marketing, customer relationship management, landing pages, social media software. Look for those type of things. Like a great example would be MailChimp, right? Like, say once you've created a newsletter, like say if you've gone online and you start soliciting people to to support your cause, church, nonprofit, and you ask them to go to this specific website and they put their email address in. Now that you've captured their information, now it's time for you to use software to move to step 4, which is to automate the process in which you're constantly soliciting donations from them. So step 1 is targeting the right people with your offer, organizations and affluent people, or small donations. Step 2 is to determine the channels in which you're going to use, which social channels. Again, we're talking about Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Hell, you can even do it on YouTube. All of these ads that you put out, though, they have to be approved. Okay. And speaking of ads, you don't have to spend a lot of money on ads. We do this thing called a dollar-a-day strategy, Facebook, where we might run 9 different video ads, right? Use video, by the way, because it actually penetrates the most. Okay, it penetrates the most with audiences. People stop and they watch. Okay, or they scroll through and they see it. And especially if you have captions on what you're saying, which always use captions, because captions, most people listen, will scroll through Facebook or something like that without their sound on. So you definitely want to catch their attention by having captions, right? So once you've determined the channels, which are social channels, you need to determine the software in which you're going to start automating that. Email marketing software, of course, you can use MailChimp for customer relationship management, which, by the way, CRM is customer relationship management software. CRM is a software that you're able to categorize and keep detailed information about a specific individual or organization that might be donating to you. Okay, a free one to use is HubSpot, HUBSPOT. Okay, and of course, landing pages, social media management software, that's like Buffer or Hootsuite, and landing page software. You'd have to pay for something like Lead Pages or something like that, but you can Google all of this stuff. Okay. Now, the fourth thing is to automate the process, but you want to do it in what we call a drip campaign. Now, a drip campaign is, if you've ever signed up for something online, you'll get an email one day, maybe a few days later, you get another email, and then a few days later, you get another email. They're all different messages. That's called a drip campaign. They're dripping emails to you. Drip, 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 drip. Now, once you've seen what works, like say for example, is when we move on to step 5. Like say you have one particular email that's getting more opens, or what they call open rates. Okay, more opens than any other email, and you have some emails that most people are not even opening, and software like MailChimp show you, it'll have the analytics for that. Then whatever's not working, get rid of it and try something else. That's what you call optimizing. In other words, if you find that more potential affluent people and organizations and small donations are coming in from this one particular email that you created, but other people are not opening the second or third or even fourth email that you're sending, then you need to get rid of the ones that don't work and redo those, because it's always about testing. Okay, testing what works versus what doesn't, and getting rid of what does not work. Okay, and then of course that's what we call optimizing. And then last, rinse and repeat. Okay, I know you've heard that. Rinse and repeat means go through all the steps again, and you constantly do it. You do it for one person after another person after another person after another person after another organization after another organization. And of course, some of the free resources that I recommend are, like I said, HubSpot for CRM, customer relationship management software. It's free. For email marketing, MailChimp, it's either free or low cost depending on how many emails you're sending and how many contacts you have. And landing pages, you have Lead Pages, you have some other software out there. Now you might say, and I should have mentioned this before, what is a landing page? Well, a landing page is a one-page website that basically where you can present your offer. Okay, so honestly, that's pretty much it. As I told you, this is impromptu, and I just jumped on and I wanted to share this because I see so many people online promoting their nonprofits, promoting churches, giving a good word, and there's a better way to do it, and there's a process and by which that we've known that has worked for people that we've taught it to. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Be sure to check out the Startup Junkie live show on Apple, iTunes, Spotify, TuneIn, as well as iHeart Media. Right now, you can go and download it. Also, be sure to follow me on this social channel, as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel. The link is in the description below, as well as, please, if you know an organization that this information can help, please share. Take care. Until tomorrow.